Hello and welcome to the Mattniverse. Today we're going to further explore HiveSwap Friendsim. Volume 10 came out about 3 days ago. I was a bit late on getting it. I didn't even know it came out, so I'm usually up on it, but not this time it seems. But anyways, we'll get to it right now. So, Volume 10 of Faraway Lands and Nearby Pals. It's in skip mode for some odd reason. Okay, well, hold on a second. Was not expecting that. It's not a glorious start. So, why is it in skipping mode? I do not know, actually. That is strange. There we go. Well, it's off now, so whatever. That was really weird. I don't know why that happened. Not a great start, but anyways... You've been lucky enough to acquire a bounty of friendships since you arrived on this planet. But there's still an emptiness nestled right in the crook of your heart's arteria. Atria. Not arteria. What am I saying? Maybe making one more friend will fix it. Maybe this next one will expand inside your chest like a sponge in a bath, pushing out all your sadness, loneliness, and insecurity. After all, number 20's the charm. But we're not there yet. Zebede is number 19. This Tagiri person is number 20. But maybe number 20 will. Who knows? So you have to go through Zebede first, and then we move on to this Togiri guy. He's got a great pick. I like the turnaround. Very anime-ish. I definitely saw that this guy is supposed to be like an anime lover, which can't wait to go see that, because I love anime. So he might be my guy. We'll see, but we're gonna go with Zebede first. Tonight, you're abuzz with excitement. Wait, no, your palm husk is vibrating in your pocket. One of your friends is contacting you. You pull it out, and a notification pops up. Buzzing is requesting to add you on Shitter. The message is accompanied by a little icon, blue with a silhouetted winged animal. Some of the similarities between this planet and your own are starting to stretch your powers of belief in coincidence. Whatever. You pull up the app and read the message from, could it be, your potential new friend? Oh my god, hi! I hope it's okay to contact you. Oops, I should introduce myself. I saw your picture on Sarava's stream. I'm one of their biggest fans. But now I'm one of yours. Love the looks. Anyway, I would love to chat if you're open to it. If not, it's okay. You could just ignore me. Everyone else does. Oh, sorry, man. Could this be the universe reaching benevolently down to you and do you a solid? It's like being given a giant pile of money unasked. You didn't have to do anything for this friendship. You didn't even have to walk anywhere. All you had to do was join the fabled social media and it literally appeared in your pocket. Your hands are shaking a little as you go to respond. You don't want to seem too eager, or do you? You have no idea how to approach this. You thank Buzzing for his compliments and you say that you would be happy to talk to him sometime. And in an instant, a notification pops up inviting you to download another app. Yeah, you do it. There he is. And a video screen opens. Suddenly, you can see your new friend's face. He's sweetly round and roly-poly, and smiling at you broadly. Hi! I'm Zebede. I hope it's not too sudden to gripe you like this. Is it okay? Oh my god, you don't have to respond to that. Sorry for being weird. Let's start over. How do you know Sarava? Apart from being extremely friendly, this troll also seems to run both sides of the conversation by himself. Befriending him is the least effort you've ever put into anything. His enthusiasm is really cute, but there's something about him that unsettles you. Looking at his hopeful face gives you a dark stab of humiliation you don't quite understand. You swallow down the discomfort and tell him the story of your friendship with Sarava. Leaving out Sarava's personal background, he hangs on your every word. That's so cool. I wish I could hang out with you guys. Oh my god, not that I'm implying you'd want to hang out. It's just, no one ever comes to visit me. He takes out his phone and taps a few keys. A notification pops up in front of the video. It's a direct message from Buzzing that just says Z: frowny face, pretty much. Aw, that's sad though. You ask him why that is. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's good for the bees, but I guess no one really thinks it's worth the effort to come all the way out here. It's just me and my Lucis, and he can't really do much around the hive. Sigh. It's fine. He really says the word sigh out loud. Oh boy. Despite saying it was fine, he seems dejected, with a distant downward angle to his shoulder. Sorry, his shoulders. His buzzy accent is kind of getting to you. Yeah, so I guess that's why he says all the Z's for the bees. I guess he's kind of like a bee. Ask him more about where he lives. Ask him if it's really fine. What about where he lives? You say it must be nice to live in the countryside. You mentioned that you did get to see some of Royal Eternia when you met Skyla, and it seemed beautiful. Zebede's face twists into a grimace. Yeah, I guess. Sensing this is a moment for sympathy, you tell him you're sure his friends would come visit if they were able to make the trek. Sure. It sounds like you did visit another troll that lives in the countryside, though. So I guess you thought she was cooler than me. That's like, it's whatever. I don't need my friends to pick me first. You struggle for words. You want to reassure him, but you also don't know him that well yet. You weakly protest that you didn't mean to say Skyla was cooler than him. You didn't even know him then. Maybe you'll be able to visit him in the future, too. Yeah, maybe. I've heard that before. He's not rejecting you, but you get the sense that a wall has been raised. You're sure you're going to keep chatting with Zebede from time to time, but you get the sense you're never going to become a true friend. You're stuck at acquaintanceship limbo. Looks like you failed to earn his trust. Man, off the bat, huh? That stings. Yeah, well, the bee thing again, jeez. Very bee-ish in here, but yeah, I understand. I mean, his face says it all. He doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I get it. I came out a little strong with the Skyla thing. And then telling him that, yeah, I kind of went out with Skyla to the countryside. But true, I didn't know him then, so it's technically not my fault. But, yeah, he doesn't see it that way. So, ask him if it's really fine. You tell him that you would understand if he's not okay with it. After all, you say, it would really hurt your feelings if your friends didn't make any effort for you. Isn't that what friends are supposed to do? He gives you a grateful smile, some tense releasing from his frame. Oh? I would never ask that of anyone. I don't want to be annoying. Dang it, I skipped something. Hold on one second. Pressing the button a little too fast. I don't want to be annoying. Like, sometimes I really wish someone would take the time to visit. Gotta stop hitting that button a little hard. That keeps skipping some words sometimes. But I don't totally blame any of my friends for not coming. Like, I understand that you have to decide when friends come first. And I just don't. Some people are just cooler and more fun than me. It's understandable. This really must be your lucky day. First of all, no one has threatened bodily violence towards you in the past 10 minutes. Your fear for your life is at a low-key, reasonable level. Second, this troll is making it really obvious what he wants you to do. This is a total slam dunk of friend opportunity. Say you'll visit. Of course, I'll visit. Zebede's face transforms utterly. It's astonishing. He goes from sullen and shadowed to utterly radiant. Your heart pangs with an overwhelming surge of fellow feeling. True, you've seen other trolls react emotively at the sight of meat and blood, and of your own sparkling under the moonlight, but Zebede is the only one with such an extreme reaction to friendship. Man, You are really feeling this little guy. You'll come? Really? That's so cool. Thanks. This is going to be so good. I'm gonna get all the best snacks, and my Lucis is really cool. You'll like him. This is so exciting. Smiley face. A lot of it. You leave Zebede to his preparations. Even as a bubble of joy inside you goes a little wobbly. You aren't used to such high expectations from prospective friends. Mostly people just expect you to be an imbecile. Sometimes I am. It's just the way it is. He doesn't know Alternia, and I understand that. Sometimes you can be an idiot when you don't know what's going on and what the cultures are. You absolutely can't screw this up. You made a promise to your brand new friend. Unfortunately, that promise is to visit him in the house that is, by his own admission, so far away that not even people who know what the fuck is going on can be asked to find out. I like how they spelled asked instead to asd. Okay. You haven't thought this through, but that's never stopped you before. First things first. What old friendships can you call on to help you out? I.e., who was likely to have a vehicle of some kind? You could always call up Tagora to see what he thinks, but you don't want to be too needy with him. Tagora should be the lawyer guy. I can understand, since he bills you for every word he says. I get how you don't want to be too needy to that guy. Amicia? Well, doesn't look tall enough to reach the pedals. She is pretty small, but you never know. She may just have weight around that. Who knows? Zebra? Just no. I wouldn't either. Zebra's too clingy. No thanks. You are a strong, independent alien who don't need no troll. You also don't think aliens are allowed on public transit, and you don't know the number for troll taxis. So, you'll do crime. Perfect. What did Kaino do when she stole a car? Punch the lock off with one big fist? You won't be punching off any doors, but eventually you find a car that isn't locked. Almost like someone helpfully left it for you. Sucker. Do not leave car doors unlocked. Oh, man. Well, thanks. Now I'm in a life of crime. That's great. It's not what I'm supposed to be doing on Alternia, but I need a car, I guess, to go meet my prospective new friend. It pricks slightly at your conscience as you slide into the seat and fire up the autopilot, heading out into the country once again. But recently, anything that isn't brutal, indiscriminate violence kind of doesn't faze you. So you stole a car. Big deal. It's not like anybody died. This is it. So begins your gradual slide in the total moral inequity. A hardened criminal. That's you. And I'm gonna go to sleep in my brand new car. Zebede does live pretty far out. He hadn't been exaggerating. You use the time to curl up into the back seat and catch up on some sleep. All the while trying to ignore the fact that the car reminds you of being inside a large squishy animal. Yeah. At least you get a few radio channels out here. Made it! Zebede's hive is big and buzzing. Literally. You hear a persistent drone of bees, and standing right outside is the boy himself. He's so excited he's bouncing on his toes, I can see, clapping his hands together. He has a gold symbol on his shirt. You wonder if he's a psychic. You've finally been here long enough to pick up on racial stereotypes. Go you! You're here! You actually came! I seriously can't believe that someone actually went out of their way to visit me. Well, you don't really have a way to go out of, but you keep that to yourself. You are more than happy to accept the friendship points. Zebede leads you into his hive, which, like Skyla's, looks like he made a lot of it himself. Very, very yellow. I see the bee cup on the table. That's cute. I like it. That's cool. There are hanging baskets of flowers and plants everywhere, and a zigzag shelf holding up a stack of colorful books. In one corner is a big screen TV and an entertainment center. Zebede vanishes into another room and leaves you to get comfortable on the big couch, which is unsubtly striped yellow and black. Of course. The buzzing is pretty loud in here too, and you look around for bees. You're not thrilled about the bees, honestly. You wish there was some music on your phone to drown them out. You're thinking about following Zebede and seeing if he needs help. When your phone starts to vibrate, you look down and recognize Sarava's username. Answer, or let it go to voicemail. We'll do the first thing. Go ahead and just answer it. Might as well. You have no idea how long Zebede's gonna be in there. And if there's anyone with music, it's this troll. Hey dude. Sup? Can't believe it took you this long to get a chitter. Damn, you're like really lost without my help, huh? Looks like you only got 2 followers though. You could feel some nameless tension in it and you bleed away into the thump of lofty chill hop beats murmuring softly through Sarava's mic. If only you could just go spend some time with your cool friends and stop making new ones. But even the thought makes your stomach wring itself like a washcloth. There's no point wishing for things to be different from how they are. You'd do anything for new friends. Anything. You ask them if they have any chitter advice, you know, on how to be cool, the cool guy online. I mean, you definitely came to the right troll. But I don't know if I should be like managing your brand more than I already did. It's just risky for me, you know? It's hard enough maintaining my image as is. Older streamers always on my bulge. That's something you don't say. Doesn't mean we can't hang though. I mean, it was really chill last time. Also, I need my clothes back. I think we got rid of those. Yeah, I think we got rid of those a long time ago. You assure Sarava that you still definitely have their clothes, and that you totally did not destroy them in an epic battle to save a giant Coley. Don't remember when that was. Was that when I was underground, or what? I don't remember. That's cool. No worries or anything. I was wondering if you wanted to hang out today. If not, it's chill. I got all sorts of shit I can get up to. You know how it is. But yeah, let me know. Oh wow, how did you suddenly become so popular? Maybe this is what happens when you finally get online. Not only are you hanging out with one friend, you've got another one clamoring for your attention. Social media is amazing. You tell Sarava you would love to chill, but you're currently out in the middle of nowhere hanging out with someone else. Maybe Sarava has heard of him. Zebede Tongva? Surely everybody on the internet knows each other. I don't know him. Sorry, lol. You spell out Zebede's chitter handle. Sarava's face does a complicated dance between shock, worry, and wry amusement. Oh, dang. What are the odds? Small internet. So Sarava does know him. I mean, I know of him. Man, awkward. Are you guys tight though? You tell Sarava that you aren't tight yet. Pretty loose, but you're working on it, which is why you're currently in the middle of nowhere, sitting on this bee-themed couch. Sarava scratches awkwardly behind their horns. Is that like what you go online to do? That whole scene? Scene? The only scene you know about is the friendship scene, and possibly the clown scene, and the meat scene. Clown scene was what I did in my last video, going to the clown church, and the meat scene, that was volume 1, when I met the other guy who loved his meat. And we helped him find some. That was nice of us. Actually, you may be in more scenes than you give yourself credit for, and you get the feeling you are right on the edge of another one. You could call it the bee scene. It's pretty much what it is. You could taste it, and it makes your stomach growl. You tell Sarava whatever the scene is, you're definitely not part of it. You don't even know what they're talking about. So, what are they talking about? Not to like talk shit or whatever. Cause God knows golds live in the grass hive of tenuously curated online social interactions, shouldn't throw stones or whatever. Fuck knows I got up to some shit back in the day. But you maybe shouldn't hang out with this dude. Especially when you're like, right on the edge of breaking out yourself. I mean, you have to be careful with this shit. I told you what happened to me, internet fame isn't a joke. They gesture vaguely toward their missing eye. Yeah. Here, let me just link you. A link pops up in the gripe chat box. You follow it to what appears to be a fanfiction account. Nothing wrong with a little fanfiction. You've never been much of a writer yourself, but you're pretty pro anybody doing whatever they feel like as long as it's not gruesome murder. You're a real chill dude that way. I mean, right, yeah, same. I'm not trying to judge or whatever, but you'll see what I mean. Scroll down. You scroll past the first few pages. Most of these seem to be about some band that you've never heard of, and then almost at the end you find, oh, damn. This appears to be a fanfic about Sarava. You don't click though. You get kind of the idea from the tags. Well, Sarava is a big deal after all. You guess it makes sense that people would include them in their, fantasies? You do it all the time, in a friend way. Yeah, you get what I'm saying now though? I mean, live your dreams, right? Any guy on the internet can write whatever he wants about me, but like, I don't want to see it. Just a heads up, you know? You get how that could be a little awkward. You tell Sarava that you will be careful of your infant internet fame. That you doubt anyone will ever write anything about you. Who'd want to read about your dumb fuck exploits? I would. I mean, I'm reading the whole thing. It's not a book or anything, or a fanfic, but it's pretty close. Yeah. Come over whenever. I'll smoke you up. Great. More bug ass. Yeah. I don't get the whole smoking through a bug's butt and all that crap. It's weird, but that's alternative for you. You end your call with Sarava and navigate back over to Zebede's fanfiction account. You pick one of the ones that's not about Sarava, one of the team-rated ones. You don't have anything against erotica, but maybe you'll save it for later. Probably a good idea. You don't know any of these characters, and the context is doubly indecipherable. The troll music business. But if this really is Zebede's writing, he's pretty good. You have such talented friends. Uh-oh. Hey! Sorry I took so long. Shit. Zebede sneaks up on you from behind. You quickly lock your phone, but apparently not quickly enough. Oh boy. How did you find this? Oh god, you went searching for me? I thought we were friends. What? Of course you're friends. Friends don't go digging through each other's shit. I would have showed you my fic if you just asked. Yeah, but we never actually... It's not searching through his shit. He put it online. Anybody can find it. So it's like, what the heck? It's not like we purposefully did it, though. You tell him that you absolutely did not go looking for it. Sarava gave it to you when they called you up, just now. Zebede's face closes down. Is it just you, or has the sound of the bees gotten louder? Oh, right. So your cool friend Sarava told you. I see how it is. No, they just called you. You just answered the phone. No, it's fine. I totally get it. Even coming all this way out here, I'm still not a priority. It's fine. It's not even a big deal. I'm totally used to it. You and Sarava. What are you, mate sprites? You were absolutely not mate sprites with Sarava. You were not mate sprites with anyone, as far as you know. Fuck, having so many friends is exhausting. Oh, really? Like your life is so great. I get it. You have to have so many friends and you're so popular and everybody wants to spend time with you. Zebede is crying and not trying to hide it. It's very sad and extremely awkward. You feel terrible. Also kind of like a dickhead. Yeah, I could see that. You shouldn't have told him about all your friends. This is a guy who barely has friends, and you trekked all the way out here to become one. Don't tell him all about the friends you already have. That's terrible. I mean, later, maybe you can get up together, you know, friend to friend, trying to get people interactive with each other. Even though some people know each other already, which is cool. You're always doing all this complaining about your lot in life, when to tell the truth, you've actually got a lot going for you. You have all these amazing friends who go out of their way to check up on you and ask if you want to hang out. Of course, all the complaining is just in your internal monologue. It's not like anybody can hear your thoughts. Thank God for that. Well, I'm just glad that you and Sarava have each other. Maybe you can go hang out with them and make fun of me some more. You try to tell Zebede you were absolutely not making fun of him. You were just curious about his hobbies and interests. You absolutely want to read his fanfiction. But the kid isn't listening anymore. Fuck. You hope the car has enough gas to get you back to civilization. Aww. Awkward. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what the car looks like. I was always curious about that. I guess the ships and the cars would look different, though. But, yeah, it's so sad to see Zebede look like that. We should not tell people about all our friends. It does not help our situation. One bit. You can't bring that up to a guy who has literally nobody. That's just gonna really hurt his feelings. Well, stuff for next time, probably. Hopefully he'll learn his lesson. So, yeah. Alright. So now you let it go to voicemail. You decide to just let the call go to voicemail. You're busy with a different friend right now, and you could just call them back on your drive home. Or, not home, but the closest you've got right now. It will give you something to do besides sleep. You mess around on your phone for a little bit, filling out your profile on your chitter. Alien invasion of 1. Just here, I guess. That's honestly the best you could come up with. You aren't quite sure how your age would translate to troll years. Sweeps. I don't know either. So you don't bother with that. You've already gained some more followers. Sarava retweeted your intro tweet. Or chirp. Whatever. Zebede comes back with a tray of snacks and 2 glasses of something bright red that you hope isn't Fago. Or blood. But that goes without saying at this planet. Yeah. Hey, who are you talking to? I heard your palm husk go off. You tell him that you weren't talking to anybody. Let the call go to voicemail. Does he really think you're the kind of person who would take a call from someone else while they're hanging out with, having a hang sesh? Heck no, but I just did. So, they're all just gonna act like that didn't happen, and yeah, of course. Aw, you didn't have to do that. Zebede says that, but he obviously incredibly happy that you did. He sets the tray down and hops on the couch next to you. So, what do you want to do? I have a bunch of really cool stuff we could check out, but I didn't want to make you just do whatever I wanted. I know we barely know each other. You tell him that whatever he wants to do is fine with you. You aren't picky in any sense of the word. Zebede seems a little at sea by your lack of opinion, but eventually he puts on the first episode of a pirate show. This is nice. It's nice to just chill for a little while. But you barely get through the opening credits before Zebede changes his mind and puts on a show about space pirates instead. But then he gives up on that too. It keeps looking at you for input, but the extent of your experience with troll pop culture is Ramil's knockoffs and that one shitty romance flick Polypo took you to see. You are not informed enough to have an opinion. You are seriously down for whatever. Zebede does the same thing with video games for a while, become increasingly more distressed. You feel deep empathy at this plight, but also mild annoyance. You can understand this unreasonable fear of beefing it in front of your friends. You feel like that pretty much all the time. You eventually suggest to Zebede that you could just do the last thing he watched on GrubTube. Zebede goes a delicate gray color that you've come to realize is the troll version of a Blanche. Yeah, we could do that for sure, but you know, a guy's GrubTube queue is, you know, kinda personal. Not that I don't trust you. If you can't trust randos you meet online and invited to your house, who can you trust, right? You feel that way too. You also felt the overwhelming urge to throw yourself into the arms of strangers since you crash landed down here. Yes, that is all that we've done. And it has been going smoothly for us, actually. You tell Zebede that you aren't going to judge him. You don't judge your friends. An overwhelming look of trembling gratitude comes over him, and once again, you feel an uncomfortable pulse of empathy. You are used to being the desperate one. You aren't sure how to feel about this turnabout. All this social power. Okay. The two of you scroll down through the history on his GrubTube account, and you find yourself choked up by the incredible trust he is showing you in right now. Leading someone behind the curtain, or letting someone behind the curtain. There doesn't really seem to be anything worth getting stressed over. No porn or anything. It's good. He doesn't have a lot of videos of Sarava. Or he does, not doesn't. He does have a lot of videos of Sarava, specifically ones where they are actually on camera. Yeah, they are so cool. It's so rad that you guys are tight, and I really want to meet them someday. He sighs. Then he sighs again, a little louder. You catch on to your part in this bit and tell him that you can probably figure out a way to make that happen. You hope that you don't have to follow through on that. Wow. Okay. Goes to show how much I keep my promises. Sarava's a busy guy, and you aren't sure they actually let someone into their hive. Well, besides you. He's got a point, I guess. But you seem to be the exception to a number of rules. You keep that last part to yourself. The rest of the videos is recent history are about a band called Hatch to Dance, music videos, interviews, and compilations of vlogs. You ask him what all this is. You've never heard of H2D? Really? They're so cool, they're my fave. I mean, he gets shifty-eyed. I mean, whatever, they're alright, I guess. Their music is kinda catchy, and they have a pretty dope group dynamic. You mentioned that all of them seem to be pretty good looking too. Really? You think so? You point out a guy with tall horns that swoosh into hooks, and a lot of white hair that falls into his eyes. This guy is particularly handsome. Him? I mean, he's okay, I guess. If you're really basic. Not that I think you're basic or anything. He shows you some music videos. They have high production values and extremely elaborate sets. All of the band members sing and dance and get very close to kissing each other. Okay then. He'd be really nervous about showing you this. His deep dark secret was that he likes music videos. Is being into pretty pop stars some kind of cultural taboo? Not really, just it's kinda lame, right? And I just really want you to like me. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. And you do like him. You just wish he wouldn't say shit like that. It's embarrassing. And also it reminds you that you yourself have gone around doing pretty much the same thing. Pretending to agree with everything your prospective friends say. Lying, saying you're into things you aren't. Just all around being a big phony. Yeah, I do that all the time. But somehow, I get through it. Very weird, though. The circumstances are different for you, though. You're an alien. This is a hostile territory. You don't have a hive, or Lucis, or even horns. So it's way less pathetic for you to be like this than it is for Zebede, right? Deep down, you know you're full of shit. You're just coming up with reasons to excuse behavior in yourself that you condemn in others. You hang your head in shame. Zebede, who is not privy to your internal monologue, looks confused. Makes sense. Is it possible that you're doing the wrong thing in your internal quest for friends? Could it be that... Before you can spiral any further into a full-blown existential crisis, you hear a noise from outside that you really, really don't like. Several noises, in fact. A crash, followed by a thump, followed by a "Get out of here, you fucking piece of shit, you thief!" Oh dear. Yeah. Whoops. Zebede scrambles around to look over the back of the couch. You just make out a shape through the window. Hey, this is a totally wild question that I typically would never ask a potential friend, but did you steal that scuttlebuggy? Ha! Funny story. You didn't know how else to get out here. You did it for him, for your nascent friendship. Oh wow, nobody's ever stolen a scuttlebuggy from me before. Did you forget to take the GPS chip out though? Whoops. Because I think whoever you stole it from found it. GPS chip? Right. Fuck. This is not an auspicious start for your life of crime. Maybe you aren't quite ready to go it alone yet. Another crash and rattle. It sounds like someone is taking pieces out of Zebede's hive. You get up and start for the door. Hey, what are you doing? You can't go out there like, they look big. And they sound huge. You'll get killed. Right. He's definitely got a point there. But whoever is outside seems intent on demolishing his hive brick by brick. So they've got to get in eventually anyway. Or they're gonna get in. Better for you to go out there now and face the music so at least one of you gets out of this. Zebede stares at you. Weird globy golden tears pool at the corners of his eyes. You would do that? For me? Nobody's ever offered to die for me before. That's so nice. Yeah. You're pretty nice. Also pretty idiotic. Considering you're about to go give yourself up to a big angry troll whose car you absolutely stole. Well, it's been fun while it lasted. Actually, it's been mostly terrible. Oh well, goodbye cruel world. He's had a lot of stuff going for him, so I understand that. And the flip side, he's had a lot of friends, but to get those friends, he's had to go through a lot, so it makes sense. I understand where he's coming from. Wait. You have one hand on the doorknob when the Zebede shout rings against the walls and ceiling. No one is touching my new friend. Outside, the buzzing rises to a rattling crescendo, so loud that it no longer sounds like animals. It sounds like weather or a fighter jet. The intruder screams. You wince, but you are also overwhelmed by gratitude and excitement. Zebede did that. For you. The screams stop after a few seconds, and the buzzing gradually recedes. You and Zebede are left staring at the door, then at each other. Behind you, GrubTube is autoplaying an H2D review. Little ambient crackles of the white electricity you've come to associate with Psychic's Reese Zebede. Before that fades too. Did he seriously telekinetically gather up a bunch of bees and just throw them? No. That sounds hard and potentially dangerous for the bees. I more just ask them nicely. I'm bad at it though, sometimes it doesn't work. Well, it sure worked this time. Yeah! Zebede nods, then he nods again. Yeah, that was pretty cool, right? The two of you venture outside to see what's going on. Nothing is going on. The night is quiet. The car is exactly where you left it, and there's no sign of the bees or the intruder. So either they ran away, or got stung so many times they dissolved into sludge. You feel another pang of conscience, but it's not enough to cover up your aesthetic surge of happiness when you see how chuffed Zebede is to have set some bees on a guy. Yeah. You tell him you're grateful. You think about adding that to that you're proud of him, but you don't want to literally make him explode. You let him hug you instead. Guess this means you have a scuttlebuggy now. Yeah, spoils of war. You want some buttery exploded kernels? I make them myself. When I put the kernels in a pot and I put the kernels in a pot and explode them. That's cool. That's awesome. You tell him that sounds great. He's honestly pretty fun to visit. Minus the sudden attack, you're having a really nice time, and that part was honestly entirely your fault. You should quit putting yourself, he should quit putting himself down so much and being such a desperate piece of shit. You mean that in the nicest way possible, and it's pretty good advice in general. You know, just to have floating around out there. Yeah, finally, we could be friends. Awesome. Oh boy, that took a while, but hey, at least we got a scuttlebuggy now. That might actually help us with some new friend perspectives. But is that guy gonna come back though? If he still has the GPS, he can find the car no matter what. I wonder if that'll always be an obstacle. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out, I guess. But can't wait to see that next guy though. That dude's I guess an anime lover. I'm an anime lover too. I can't wait to see what that story is gonna be like. Gotta give him some cool anime-ish voice. We'll see what I can come up with. Probably won't be that great. Not so great at voices, but I try. Anyways, that was a fun adventure. I liked making a new friend, even though he was extremely desperate for friendship, but hey, so am I. Anyways, thank you for joining me for this adventure. I'll see you guys for the next adventure. Bye.